Good evening and welcome to Lagos Updates on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adeola Akindele. In the highlights of the program today, Lagos State Governor commissions Ultra-Modern Primary Health Care Center in Amuwo-Odofin local government area. This and more after this time out. We'll begin today with this story. In line with the health and the environment thrust of the theme's agenda, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has commissioned a two-story building ultra-modern primary health care center sited within the secretariat of the Amuwo-Odofin local government area of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who said the commissioning of the health center was part of his walking tour of the local government area, commended the chairman of Amuwo-Odofin local government area and Oriade local development council area for working together to deliver the dividend of democracy to the people. The governor described the local government area as crucial to some major developmental projects as it may host to major roads, railway tracks, and even water jetties, which are the bedrock of his administration's intermodal transport goals.
I want to urge you as stakeholders to take full ownership of all this infrastructure. You have a duty of care to ensure that you keep them, you protect them, and you ensure that they will not suffer any abuse. The longer they last for you, the greater the value you derive from all of this infrastructure, and your community will be better off for it.
The chairman, Amuwo-Odofin local government area, Valentine Buraimo, explained that the vision of the new ultra-modern primary healthcare center was born out of the need to address the overwhelming human traffic seeking medical attention at the existing facility.
The automated PSC designed to serve as military hospital possesses the following features: male and female wards, delivery wards, laboratory diagnostic lab, needing theater, tuberculosis stroke, HIV screening rooms, consulting room, nurse and doctor rest and changing rooms, medical record units. According to Braimo, the new primary healthcare center was named after the lawmaker representing Lagos Central in the National Assembly, Oluremi Tinubu, to recognize her passionate contributions to child development and other children-oriented programs and initiatives. In her remarks, Chairman Oriade Local Development Council Area, Ramota Hazin, noted that since assumption of office, the grassroots have been impacted by various developmental projects by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. She commended the chairman of the local government for the newly commissioned health center, which will no doubt improve the delivery of healthcare services to residents. The event was attended by the Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, lawmakers representing Amuwo-Odofin Constituency 1 and 2, State Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Cornelius Ojelabi, Royal Fathers, school students, ethnic groups, market women and men, party faithful, among others. Also, during the week, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu implored Lagos residents, especially the people of Amuwo-Odofin local government area and Oriade local council development area of the state, to participate in the ongoing registration of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and collect their permanent voter cards for them to exercise their civic responsibilities in the 2023 general elections. The governor, who made the appeal while on a working visit to the local government area, also urged members of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) in the state to unite and work for the victory of the ruling party at the local, state, and national levels.
You know, we have a lot to be proud of in Lagos. We have a lot. to make bragging rights, both at the state and also at the national level. You can see that the sacrifice of our national leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is certainly not going in vain. And that's why we're encouraging everyone that the journey that we have started at ensuring that we'll have Asiwaju representing us in center is on the right course.
Governor Sanwo-Olu urged all traditional leaders to work with government at local and state levels for development in their communities, commended ethnic nationals for the unity, peace and progress that are being enshrined in the community, and urged them to do more. Away from that story, in line with its mandate of training and recertifying professional drivers, the Lagos State Drivers Institute (LASDRI) organized a one-day mandatory on-site training exercise for professional drivers under the aegis of the National Union of Road Transport Workers (NURTW) Ojota Main Garage Branch. Speaking at the training, the general manager of the institute, Afusat Tiamiyu, said that the on-site training is part of the institute's work plan and strategy designed to reach out to as many professional drivers as possible in year 2022, this year, particularly those with busy schedules. While appreciating the drivers for their cooperation and unflinching support towards the organization of the training session, the general manager informed that compliance with the transportation guidelines in Lagos State is non-negotiable and that ignorance of such rules and regulations is not a tenable excuse when caught on the wrong side of the law. Tiamiyu also urged the participants to see the training as an opportunity to refresh their memories about the Lagos State transportation guidelines and acquire new skills as well as strategies that will make them better drivers. According to her, a good driver is anyone who understands that all road users have responsibilities to their vehicle, the environment they operate in, one another, and the government by obeying the laws and rules on the roads. Hence, patience, self-discipline must be imbibed into their day-to-day activities on the roads. The Lagos State Technical and Vocational Education Board, LASTVEB, targets to bring 1,000 technical and vocational students with different occupational skills into the employment market through partnership this year. Executive Secretary of LASTVEB, Morunke Aziz, who stated this at a press conference to praise the board's activities and insight into the new year, noted that 362 students were employed last year through various partnerships. Aziz appealed to Lagos residents to avail themselves with the opportunities provided under the two learning paths, the 5 technical colleges in Agidingbi, Ikotun, Ekpe, Adusoba, and Ikorodu, as well as the Skills for Work program, short courses of 6 to 9 months for ages 15 to 30 to be self-reliant and contribute to the growth of the state in line with the theme's developmental agenda of the Sanwo-Olu administration.
Every day, teaching and learning takes place, and we have students of over 8,500, and our students keep on growing. The more successful they are, the more the word of mouth is bringing them into our technical colleges. And we have 13 occupational trades, and so which give them a choice of 13 occupational trades that they can choose from.
Aziz noted that the Lagos State government is committed to enhancing technical and vocational education in the state to reduce unemployment. She said the board will not relent in capacity building for its instructors, while efforts is ongoing to review the curriculum of the schools to meet modern realities. The Lagos State government, through the Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission, LASWACO, is poised to strengthen the regulatory framework and institutional capacity towards efficient and effective regulation of the water, sanitation, and hygiene (WASH) sector. The overall objective is to ensure progress towards universal access to water sanitation services as enshrined in the United Nations SDG Goal 6. To this effect, LASWACO, in collaboration with Water Aid Nigeria, under the leadership of its country director, Evelyn Mayer, has embarked on a study tour of the National Water Supply and Sanitation Council in Zambia in furtherance of its efforts to improve service delivery by the water and wastewater utilities. The Executive Secretary of LASWACO, Funke Adepoju, said the study tour of the National Water Supply and Sanitation Council, which is reputed as a world-class regulator of water supply and sanitation services, became expedient in view of the need to strengthen the institutional capacity of LASWACO for WASH regulation in Lagos State, for supervisory oversight of the service provider, in a manner that would improve service delivery and pave the way for significant and sustainable engagement in water supply and wastewater management while protecting the interests of consumers. And finally, on the program today, the Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to raise awareness on the importance of wetlands and environmental conservation as they are critically important to the ecosystem. Speaking against the backdrop of the recently celebrated Biodiversity Day, Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tunji Bello, stated that they contribute to biodiversity and freshwater availability. Bello also called for the adoption of best practices to protect the ecosystem across the state, in addition to making concerted efforts to restore wetlands, which is also a good source of fresh water. The commissioner added that despite these enormous benefits, wetlands have been threatened for decades, with 35% of it lost since 1970 and another 74% of the planet's surface altered by human actions. He noted that some of the consequences of unsustainable use of wetlands include water scarcity, exposure to flooding and extreme weather events, loss of livelihoods and well-being, as well as food insecurity. Bello said the state government would continue to address wetland quality decline through wetland restoration plans, such as routine monitoring of the identified wetlands and aggressive public awareness and advocacy campaigns. And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website www.trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms. Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Lagos Traffic 961. You can download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM from Play Store for more updates. You can as well follow me on Twitter at Adiola Akindele1. Thanks to my producer, Babatunde Akinyemi, studio engineer Oyeshola Ola, with support from the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle. I'm Adiola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay